Yo VC, what's up? Bob here. Today we are going to talk reference quality records. That's right, test records. I recently got a new head shell for my Thorns TD124. The head shell I was using is this old realistic head shell. Not a bad head shell. Looks cool. Matched the table quite well. See, the tone arm on my table is an ancient ESL tone arm, and it's very specific. So it has a different pin pattern, more of a diamond rather than a square. You probably can't see that, but that's what the situation is. So I have to get a very particular head shell. Now the problem with this head shell is it has these little walls on the side. See them here? And that means that your cartridge can only be a certain width. So I got a head shell that's just flat, and you can pretty much mount anything to it. I also upgraded the wires on the head shells on both tables. Audio-Technica on the Marantz and Audio Quest on the Thorns, just to see what the difference was. Jeffrey Lee Puckett came over. Thank you, Jeffrey Lee. And helped me get the table lined out. It's the perfect opportunity to show off the rig to Jeffrey and to see if getting a new head shell made any difference in the rig. Today, I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite reference quality records. These are not my favorite ones of all time. You know, we all know that the obvious records, you know, Asia, Dark Side of the Moon, Rumors, Abbey Road. These records are just a few of my favorites, and we're going to get into them right now. Coming in hot, Headhunters, Herbie Hancock. This is an iconic record. Look at this cover. It is amazing. Side A, Chameleon and Watermelon Man. Doesn't get much better than that, boys and girls. This is a jazz funk fusion record. Starts out with Chameleon. It's got that incredible intro. Goes into this long extended jam. This record has a rather dry drum sound, but there's lots of instrumentation, which is important when you're testing your rig. You want to have a stereo field that has a lot of stuff going on, and this record definitely has it. Herbie's really flexing his muscles on this. He's playing a couple synths, Rhodes piano, a clavinet. He's really killing. On Watermelon Man, that's probably the best you're ever going to hear blowing into a beer bottle sound with that iconic introduction. That's right, folks. It's just someone blowing into a beer bottle and making it sound like a flute. There's a lot of percussion on here, a Moog synth. It is on the Columbia 360 label, late 70s. This one's in the shrink. It's near mint. You can pick this record up for about $25 to $30. Your mileage may vary depending on your location. Look at this cover. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's a great sounding record. One of Herbie Hancock's finest moments. There is no guitar on that record. None. But if guitar is what you crave, there's plenty of chewy, fat guitar on this. Ry Cooder's Paradise and Lunch. Ry has a kind of a low-tuned, fat sound here. He's playing a lot of awesome slide guitar. There's classic tunes on this. This is a perfectly recorded record. Great vocals, great songs, fantastic guitar. All of the Ry Cooder records sound amazing. It's on Reprise. It's a typical brown label. Very clean copy. I paid $3.99 for this. It's a fairly impressive record to play for somebody for only $3.99. Speaking of people who all of their records sound amazing, going all the way back to Simon and Garfunkel, Paul Simon, One Trick Pony. All Paul Simon records are carefully recorded. This particular record features a gang of studio musicians, including Steve Gadd, Tony Levin, Eric Gale. It's killer. Now this was done for sound, well, it came out with the movie One Trick Pony, but he did 2 different versions of the songs, one for the movie and then one for the record. This is a great record. I got this for like $5. It's super clean. It's a gold label promo, and it sounds incredible. Paul Simon, he always has lots of percussion and things on his records, and you need that ear candy if you're going to impress somebody. You know, all my friends, they come over, as soon as they look in this room and they see the rig, they see all the records, they go, play me something on your stereo. A lot of times I play them this. $5 record, sounds amazing. You can't go wrong with any Paul Simon record. Now, I could have chose Still Crazy after all these years. Also a fantastic sounding record. But Late in the Evening is on this, and it's one of my wife's favorite songs, so I tend to play it a lot. An iconic record, probably the only obvious choice that I'm going to show today. The Beach Boys, Pet Sounds. First of all, look at this cover. It is super cool. I don't know how they landed on this, but it's fantastic. This is like a second pressing on the Capitol Rainbow. And, you know, between VG and VG Plus. Even in that condition, just got a little bit of noise on it. It still sounds great. This is a mono, and it sounds so good. You know, Wouldn't It Be Nice is on here. God Only Knows. Caroline, I Wasn't Made for These Times. This is a fantastic record, and that's important. Whenever you're testing your rig, and in particular when you're playing it for other people, you don't want to just play records that sound good. You want to play records that are good, that have good music, okay? And this is one of those records. Now, on Caroline, I think because of the wall of sound treatment that all these tracks get, some of the drum sounds get a little bit muddled, but overall, this is such a great sounding record because of the carefully recorded vocals and just all of the cool instrumentation found on this record. It's hard to find a clean original copy of Pet Sounds, and you need to try to get the best copy that you can. I'm glad to have it, but it is, in fact, sort of a placeholder for me. I love this record so much, I need to get one that is probably near mint, too, so that I can really put it on and show off my rig with authority. Speaking of records on Capitol, last but not least, you might recall a few years ago, Kanye West got upset at the Grammys because Beyonc did not win Album of the Year. Oh no, it was this record, Beck's Morning Phase. This is an astounding record. It is incredibly beautiful sounding. This particular pressing is the Bernie Grundman cut, pressed at Palace for Furnace. And Jeffrey Lee was here. I put this record on, cranked up the rig, and it sounded amazing. Mostly all acoustic instruments for the most part, and some electronic elements. But you know, you're getting mandolins, banjos, ukulele, glockenspiel. You're getting a lot of different things going on here. Beck's dad did some arranging on this, and it is beautiful. I cannot stress to you enough that if you do not have this record, you should get it relatively soon. I've noticed it's been going up in price. I've had this for quite some time. I have paid $20 for it. I think it can still be had in that neighborhood. I've seen it as up to as much as $50. So that's it. It's on this beautiful, classy Capitol label. And it is one of my favorite audiophile reference records. I'm probably going to do more videos like this, with even more of these records. Tell me what you think about that in the comments. Please like, subscribe, tell a friend, and until we meet again, folks, that's right. Bob out.